So I am Loretta Robinson. I'm a senior developer at Notch 8, and I just wanted to give you a brief overview of the guided import that you've seen reference to. Some of you, perhaps, probably a number of you have seen this before, but the background, Nick gave some background on how we work together, and if you missed it, you might want to check his slides out. Um, we've, oops. Why did I? Okay. Yeah. So the guided import is part of Bulkrax 9.4. So if you don't have that, that's how you get it. You upgrade your Bulkrax to 9.4 and or above, and then it will appear in your repo. It's available on Haiku main, gated by a feature flipper, and it will be coming out as part of the Haiku 7.2 release. Um, you can fire up your own haiku, or you can use it at haiku.staging.org, which is a non-flexible. There is going to be a haiku version of staging tenant that is flexible metadata coming up before long. Um, so you can watch on Haiku Slack channel, and we will be letting that will be available to test things out as well. The metrics feature that Nick mentioned is a work in progress Bulkrax branch that you can take a look at and see what that looks like as well. A few things I wanted to just explain a little bit. We have two layers of checks in bulk in this that we check things at a file level where it covers the headers, the model column, file references, and the shape of the zip format. We also have row level, which is a register of validators. So you can extend that in your own application to add your own row validations if you have custom types of things that you want to validate. And then the errors are surfaced inline and also downloadable as a CSV. We do limit the number of errors now with the newest release of Bulkrax. So you don't necessarily get inundated with all of the options, but you can download a CSV and see them all there. Um, we have, I, let's see, um, and some of the other handling changes that came along, we expanded the formatting that is required for the CSV and zip combined. So you can upload the CSV and zip separately. The zip does not require the top level files directory that it used to do. And you can zip an entire folder or its contents. So it's much more forgiving on that. The paths in your file, um, the file column in your CSV still need to match the actual location of the files. The validator it currently compares file names, but it doesn't compare actual paths. So you could get some surprises from the validator there. And that just because it says where you can try it out. I am trying to figure out how to get my screen to cooperate here to move it, and it's not letting me bring. Let's see, I think I have to end this. It's not letting me. It's not letting me stop this. Oh, okay. Let's see if I can. Now I should be able to get. Nope. Oh, we'll just try to do a different window. For some reason, it won't let me get over there. Um, so this is what you see when you go into Hyrax or Haiku now. You do see an advanced import button. If you come down to settings, and the guided import is one of several experimental features that are coming up. And so currently it is defaults off. Once you turn it on, you do see the guided import option, which Nick Don showed this screen. There's a number of different things that are validated. So I created a broken CSV to show some of the errors that you can see. Once you can drag it, or you can click and open it, browse to find your file. It also does support the import path as well that it used to do. These are the types of things you'll see. Red should be warning. First of all, I mean, red has failed. First of all, you will see an overall summary of what you've seen. And then it gives you some breakdowns of like it does us, in case you misspelled a column heading. I have some files here that I didn't include so in a zip file, so it tells me that a warning that they better be on a file path. You'll see a number of row validation errors. Um, there, the sort if there are errors, the source identifier gives you, okay, this is a duplicate. It says that I already have that multiple times. I have an invalid write statement. I have an invalid license. The field title is required, but it's empty in this row. So it gives you quite a variety of different validations. It also has warnings saying that I have some source identifiers that already exist. So it's going to update them rather than add them. So in case you thought you were adding a new one and you don't want to edit it, you have a warning there. We also see an import hierarchy, so you can see what collections and relationships you're going to be forming. And it has the option, knowing that we have some errors potentially in the code, or because it doesn't cover all validations, you do have the option to say, yes, I think this is right anyway, and I'm going to go ahead and proceed. If you don't think it's right, you can download the CSV, and this will, can you see the CSV here?
Yes.
Okay, I want to make sure I had it set up right. The CSV gives you it's every column and every row that you had, plus it adds additional rows for the file level validations that failed, and an additional 2 columns for the row level. So it gives you the original row number and what failed with it. In a column here telling you, it's like, oops, the column's too wide, but you can see the types of errors specifically on the row that they refer to when it's a row level validation error. And you can also up here with the guided import, downloading a CSV was moved to this page as well. So with this release, you come to the guided import and you can download your CSV template, and that Nick Don referred to as well. And what that looks like, it gives you all of the columns that are defined and all of the models that are defined, and it gives you like a summary row of what that is. It tells you like this is required, embargo release date is required. If you have embargo, it tells you the terms are optional or required. If you have defined like splitting with a delimiter, it tells you what the values are that it splits by. So that's the overall summary. We have there are some validations that are still in the works that I found some bugs in how the file, and I'd like to expand how the file handling works. And so I had some work underway in that as well. So we will continue to do that. And the other thing I wanted to see if I can get to in the row validations, I had it opened somewhere. Let's see if I can find that. Yeah, I'm probably out of time, right?
You got another 2 minutes.
Okay, well, let me go to, I had it open somewhere else, but I can't get to that view. Um, so the way in Bulkrax, we have the CSV row validators directory, and this is where the validators are defined. If you want to add a new one, this would be the types of, you would make a similar pattern to these, and then you add it into the in the Bulkrax initializer. We initialize the validators that are set up. So you can customize this yourself and ignore some of them if you think they take too long, or add variations of them to fit your data. And so that's the way we have worked to make it extensible for everyone else to use as well.